can speak your mind and say, no. A lot of folks are saying 47% are saying this Medicaid thing and all that. Hell no, they want to see increases to that. Pull up those statistics and then argue that everybody wants to see this big, beautiful bill go down. Elon and everybody else, this is what they voted for. And they wanted up there all these cuts with Doge, and they wanted all of that. You go ahead and argue that if you want to. It's just not, you're not going to sell me on it. That's all. And you're entitled to your opinions. Again, still in America, we still, luckily that part is still intact. But look.
What did he promise? And what is he delivering?
Why are we going back on? We can just let the moment pass. It doesn't really matter what the facts are. And everyone, like, you can disagree with Trump's policy and still understand that he won the popular vote. And a lot of the things that he's doing now are the things that he said he was going to do before he even got in office. So, like, I don't see why just acknowledging that Trump said he was going to deport people. Trump said he was going to raise tariffs. Trump said that he was going to try to cut government spending. You know, he didn't say he was going to support Israel the way. Actually, he did say he was. Oh shit.
Of course, he was going to support Israel.
Oh shit, he did say he was going to support. He did say he was going to support Israel no matter what. Oh yeah, I forgot.
He's going to end the war, and was it on day 1 or day 2 that he was going to stop the war with Russia and Putin? And he's not going to any foreign wars, and he's not going to bomb. Definitely didn't run on. I'm going to go. You know what? I'm going to go bomb these nuclear sites over here in Iran, and on behalf of Israel. He definitely didn't run on that. Correct me if I'm.
To be honest, that's really
I missed that.
That's the only thing that.
Sure. I was just entertaining normals.
Other than all the domestic policy has been completely predictable.
Wait. Are we done talking about the SNAP part and the Medicaid? And we can move on to other sections of the bill.
I can move on.
Do anybody got any more questions? Because I thought I went over it as far as the big beautiful bill thing. As far as the Medicaid and SNAPs, the qualifications.
The part I didn't piece look, the part that they took out, which was good, was the 10-year moratorium on AI.
Yeah, we just gonna get to that next week because we just gonna get to the. We just want to make sure everybody are we done with the because.
And the clean energy.
We just went over the first part. The first part of the bill we broke down was the health and welfare cut. So we broke down the details, the qualifications, who qualifies, what people need to do. Now we're going to transition to AI and regulation.
Clean energy part is very important.
Yeah, but let's get to that. Let's start with AI. So the AI part, we can break this down in detail. Just an overview, there will be a 10-year ban on state-level AI regulations, including the RAIN Act to limit federal regulations. So for people that don't know what the RAIN Act is, it's a conservative-backed law that will allow limited power of federal agencies by requiring Congress to approve any major new regulations before it can take effect, right? So, just some key points in the RAIN Act. It applies to regulations with an economic impact of $100 million or more. It gives Congress veto power over big rule issues by agencies like the EPA, FDA, IRS, and it aims to rein in the administrative state and shift power back to the elected lawmakers. So if you look at the AI, it includes the RAIN Act to limit federal regulations. This is going to be raised debt ceiling by $5 trillion, and there would be a CBO project of 3.9 trillion increase in deficit over 10 years. But yeah, so what do you agree with, Catalyst, about the AI portion of the bill?
It says the Senate strikes down the AI regulation ban from the bank. Problems. So many problems with this AI piece. Large language models are entities who make large language models, which are a core of how artificial intelligence works for language, speech, and whatnot. It compiles typically public information data that's out on the World Wide Web. Zuckerberg